Hey, I'm Scott, Scott Sands Fitness, coming to you from Space Center Houston at the ExecuFit Gym. And I am applying my knowledge of physics to the human body and biomechanics. I am going to explain something right now that's extremely important to everybody. So from a couch potato, somebody who's incredibly out of shape or deconditioned, to an athlete and somebody who is kind of in great shape. But oftentimes I find things that are wrong with their body, their posture, their movement patterns, the control, their muscle recruitment patterns. So we're talking about this part of our body, the shoulder, the whole shoulder complex, our scapula, our rhomboids, the muscles that pull those together, our serratus anterior, the ones that protract or move them, slide them along the rib cage towards outer and front. And then, for that matter, back and chest, and again, all of the shoulder muscles, the rotational muscles, the rotators, the rotator cuff. So this movement and control and our posture, and as we age and you see people hunched over who can't stand up straight and they're just locked in position, they're adapted in a really bad way. Nobody wants to be that way, and you don't have to be that way. And I have taken a 72-year-old woman who was hunched over this bad, and within a few months she was standing upright and her life was changed. And we did that very simply. But this is so I'm going to explain kind of the start of the process and how you can correct that. And now my point is that, again, from somebody who is at that point, I know what they need and can tell a lot from just looking at them. But there are really strong men and women who are very athletic, or athletes literally, and they have issues with their movement and the mobility of this whole joint and the structures around it. So control of that. And so for me, I can take a professional athlete and I do the same thing with them as I would anybody else. I'm going down the checklist. I'm going from the very basic movement patterns and I'm finding out if they can move in that way. They may be able to lift 300 pounds in whatever, bench press or squat or deadlift, but if they're recruiting improperly, if they're developing imbalances, it's going to, if not already, it's going to be something that affects them negatively in the future. And it probably is already limiting them. So I go down the checklist and I look at their movement and the function of their muscles and joints. And if they can do it, then we check it off the list and we get on to the next thing. So within a very short period of time, in one session, we can say, okay, boom, 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 down the line. And okay, now we're covered. There's nothing we need to fix. Let's go like crazy. But most of the time, there's one or two things off or really off that need to be worked on and fixed. We will continue to strengthen and do advanced stuff that they're capable of, but we'll backtrack a little bit and we'll fix the problems that are going to then let them be stronger and better and faster and function better and feel better.